BrailingSource.com here, and we're looking at an Omega Chrono Diver Seamaster. I've reviewed the Bond Chrono Diver with the Valjoux based movement before. This one is the Omega Caliber 3301, which is based on the PJ 1285 movement. This has the tri-compact style with the subdials at 3, 6, and 9, as opposed to being 6, 9, and 12. The black model of this Chrono Diver is the only one that's available with this layout. The blue Bond model is only available with the other movement in it. So some people prefer the Bond and some people prefer the PJ movement here. So let me give you a zoom up so you can take a better look at this watch here. So give it a wind. This one also has the date down here at 6 o'clock as opposed to the date being at 3 o'clock. Gives it a slightly more balanced look. This model has the flat dial, so there's no waves on the dial. It's just sort of a flat black, you can see. Start the chrono. This watch has these what looks to be locking pushers, but they're in fact not locking pushers. They just have that look. The helium release valve here at 10 o'clock. It's a manual release valve, so you do have to unscrew it to release the helium. This Caliber 3301 is a 33 joule movement. And there's the stop and the reset. So it resets back to 12. And some other differences you'll see with this one and the Bond version is the bracelet on this. It's the Speedmaster style bracelet, as opposed to the Bond bracelet, which is a 5-row bracelet. Some people prefer one over the other. I'm more of a Bond bracelet fan, but for the most part, they're both good bracelets. This one has the applied logo there. The Omega is applied, which is nice. Sword hands. The lume on the Omegas is fantastic. Give it a quick charge here and maybe see if I can get it to show. Yeah, so as you can see, quite nice. Give it a wrist shot. There it is on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. It's a 41.5 millimeter. I think it's a nice size. Works for me. Sometimes I'm not sure if I prefer this watch better than the Bond version or not. Both have their pros and cons. I think I like the tri-compact layout better of this watch. The movement apparently in the 3301s is not quite as reliable, and I believe Omega did have some actually fairly major problems on them. But I haven't experienced any of that myself. I had one of the Speedmaster Schumacher Legends that had the 3301, and I didn't have any problems with it. This one's got the unidirectional bezel as well. And another thing about Omega's bezels, I've always never really liked them because they're really hard to grip. They just have these divots on it. A little bit harder to turn than most dive bezels. This typical Omega clasp here with the diver extension. You just pop it out. Nice bracelet. I always thought Omega did a good job with their bracelets, especially that they're not too expensive. Not like, say, a Breitling bracelet or a Panerai bracelet or IWC bracelets where the huge cost goes into the bracelet. Omega is able to make the bracelets significantly cheaper but still of a very good quality. So hope you enjoy the review. Omega Seamaster Chrono Diver.